We are going to take my orange Rockerverb 50 and throw in some mercury magnetics transformers. We're going to carefully, meticulously, well, first we're going to record it, then we're going to carefully, meticulously disassemble the amp, making notes of where everything came from and where it goes. Mercury's great about matching the wire color codes with the manufacturer's product as well, so you really don't have to do a whole lot of thinking in it. You should know what you're doing if you're going to attempt this. It's not something for someone who's a total upstart. If you're brand new, practice on other stuff before you do this one. But it should be a pretty clean build. We're just going to take it down and do what is basically, as advertised, a direct replacement. And we'll let you know how it goes. We are looking at an orange Rockerverb 50, about to get really good transformers supplied by Mercury Magnetics. Taking the chassis out, taking the back off.
Very carefully, obviously.
Clearly. We like a good vertical stance for the removal of the chassis. The orange does have a big metal handle on it, which is kind of kick-ass. Literally, bit of a shoehorn fit, if I'm not mistaken. Pin number 8, I believe, should be the hot one. That's the hot one anyway. It's showing 11 volts, so anything under 20,
not enough to die.
Not enough to do anything, yeah. So 11, so it's a little bit, but I don't know, that's not even enough to arc or anything. So here's the spiel. Before we started tearing stuff apart, the first thing I did was look at the schematic for the transformer and also look at the wires out of the transformer that's in it. Mercury is gracious and amazing, and the color codes are all the same. It's very, very self-explanatory if you just go slowly and look at what was hooked up where and what's coming out of the other transformer. It should be pretty much a slam dunk. I just started cutting some wires, some tie straps out of here just to kind of loosen things up. And what I'm doing, because I don't have an orange schematic handy, nor do I want to print out a grainy PDF. I'm just basically drawing a little mini wiring diagram. I'm making notations on the board where stuff is located, which wires are twisted. Obviously, the filament's going to be twisted. The two black ones are twisted. The purples come off twisted. And I'm making a note of what's what. No build ever goes exactly according to plan, and that's why they're fun. So we opened it up, and we started digging around, and we realized that pretty much every single critical tone connection in the amplifier relative to a transformer was a push-on connector. Great for your consumer electronics, your ghetto blasters. Okay for AC, or actually not okay for AC, okay for DC in a car maybe. But for carrying an audio signal, not such a good thing. So we decided after about 3 seconds that we're going to go ahead and solder those connections. So you run into something like that, you're going to do something like that. Be prepared to clean the surfaces of those things before you try to just solder a wire to it. Abrading them is a good idea. We used actually a little stone tip from a Dremel tool just by hand and scuffed them out to get a bite there. Using a small amount of rosin or flux is a really good idea as well. I want to say thanks to everybody, especially Paul at Mercury Magnetics and the whole team. Thank you, Ryan at Ditch Road Records and the Home Recording Show. And come check out darkartfoundry.com for what's next. Thanks.